What's up, Epic family? And hello to my fire family. Welcome to Cook with Coach. I'm Lavondalyn Watson Sandkits, also known as that fire coach, and I am excited today. Why? Because we have a special guest in the kitchen with us today. That's Robert. That is my husband, Robert. And Robert and I both have very busy lives. As you know, I am a coach. I run a thriving coaching practice. I work with entrepreneurs of faith and helping them to build their businesses. And so I have sometimes very long days and very long nights. And so I get very busy. He is that sign guy, as you know, and he installs corporate signage. And so he's always climbing ladders, doing installs, putting up vinyl, traveling all over the city. By the time he gets home, he's exhausted. So neither one of us wants to make an elaborate meal. In comes Epicure. That is why we love the Epicure meal solutions, because it allows us to get dinner on the table in less than 20 minutes flat. And it is a good dinner. It is fast and feel good. We can still trust that it's good for our bodies and we're eating well, but we also can trust that it's only going to take us about 15 to 20 minutes to get dinner on the table. Either one of us, which is a blessing. Can somebody say hallelujah? So if you are in that space today, you are watching and you are also busy. Maybe you have children, you have a husband, and you've got to do all the family things along with all of the work things or all of the business things. These meal solutions are going to be a blessing to your life. So today, Robert and I are going to cook together. Now, I hope you are praying on the other side of this camera. Because that usually means chaos in our kitchen. However, we love it. And so what we're going to do today is we are going to make for you a buffalo chicken lasagna. But we're going to remix it. We're going to remix it. Now, I know you think that we're going to use the lasagna meal solution. We are not. We are actually going to use the enchilada meal solution. And you're like, wait, what? Yes, we're going to use the enchilada sauce and we're going to add a hot sauce to it to make it buffalo. And then we're also using a chicken substitute because, as you know, I do not eat meat. Now, he is a meat lover. He eats no vegetables. I, on the other hand, am a vegetarian. I eat no meat. So today we're remixing this lasagna to include a plant-based chicken. And I'm doing this so that you can actually realize that you can remix these to however and whatever you want them to be for you or for your family. Okay, so we're gonna do a lasagna for you that is a buffalo chicken lasagna, and we're also going to make dessert. We're gonna do a creamy chocolate pudding that's gonna come together in literally 2 minutes flat. You love that? I love that. Okay, so let's get ready to cook with Coach. You ready?
I'm ready.
Awesome. So first things first, we want our pan waiting for us, not the other way around. So if you will, turn the pan on about a medium for me. And what we're going to do first is we're going to chop up some veg so that we can fill out our chicken. Now, I could do this with just chicken, but I prefer to add, a little celery, which is going to be great. Why? Because we're doing buffalo chicken, right? We gotta have celery along with buffalo chicken. So I'm gonna slice up some celery here while the pan gets hot. And then I'm also going to dice some onion and put some red pepper. So this is obviously a red pepper. I love to buy organic. Why? Because organic is good for you. You don't have to worry about any pesticides or, any other not so good for you things in your organic produce. And so I'm going to simply dice these red pepper really quickly. And then we're going to add some onion as well. And I love to add onion to almost everything. Why? Because onion gives it a really nice sweetness. When you saute onions down, it gives you a sweetness that you can't find really anywhere else. And so I add onion to a lot of different things, even if the recipe doesn't call for it, like this one doesn't. So I'm gonna add some onion here. We're just gonna dice this up really quickly. and done. Okay, so our pan should be hot, or at least getting there. I'm gonna put this all in one bowl, and it doesn't matter that we're sauteing them all together because it's going into a sauce. So we've got all these veg here, which is great, and I'm gonna take my chicken and bring my chicken along with me. Now, while I do this, the hubs is gonna make the enchilada sauce, and I'm gonna come back and read to you what's in that. So I'm gonna add just a little bit of oil to the pan. Just a little bit, not even a tablespoon. We do have a lot of chicken here, and I'm gonna add some chicken, and I'm actually adding 2 packs of the chicken because we're gonna do 4 layers if we can. We're gonna do 4 layers to this lasagna. Where's my trusty knife? We're gonna get this open, get this in the pan and get it going. Awesome, my trusty trash bowl. And so what I would love for Robert to do, and you will see his cooking skills, he likes to pretend that he doesn't have them, but he really does. He really does. He's gonna make the enchilada sauce. Robert, will you tell us what's in that?
In this sauce is just going to be 3 tablespoons of tomato paste and a 1/2 cup of water.
Easy, right? 3 tablespoons of tomato paste and 1.5 cups of hot water. And so all you're gonna do is literally mix that together and pop that into the microwave. So easy. It's the fastest enchilada sauce you will ever make. Awesome, this is going. Yeah, that's fine. Now, while that sautés, I want to talk to you a little bit about Epicure and why we love it so much. And I know I have told you that we love it because these meals come together so fast, and they really do. That's probably the primary reason why we love it so much. But the other thing is these meals are gluten-free, which means that, you know, you don't have to worry if your family has any sensitivities, if your children have sensitivities, you don't have to worry about there being gluten in these meal solutions. Now, in addition to that, if there are any sensitivities, whether it be peanuts or, you know, any other allergies that you might have in your household, these packets will always tell you. If you look on the bottom, at the very bottom of the back, it'll tell you if there are any allergies or anything that, you know, that your family may be sensitive to. It's on the packet, so you will know up front what is inside these packets. I also love that we have what's called the never ever list. That means there are all these things, and it's a ton of things that you will never ever find in an Epicure solution. That means no hydrogenated oils, no preservatives, no artificial coloring or dyes, nothing that's not good for you. I love that these are whole foods, and again, they come together quickly. So not only are they good for you, not only are they, for the most part, allergen free, they are also super tasty. They are loaded with aromatics and a lot of flavors, so they come out so good and so tasty, you'd never believe they're actually healthy for you. Yes, low sodium, low sugar, all the things. They are good for you. So if you're trying to get slim and trim, which I'm trying to work off some things, obviously Robert doesn't need that. But if you are trying to get slim and trim, you know, this is a good solution for you. Eating these meals every day will help you to not only, you know, control your weight, but to live a healthier lifestyle. I am all for that. So let's check on our chicken and our veggies, and let's go ahead and start assembling this lasagna. Awesome, this looks good. These are ready. These are ready. And so once Robert pops his sauce into the microwave, we'll go ahead and start assembling. Now, of course, we cannot have a lasagna without cheese, right? And so I have a bowl of cheese here. This includes mozzarella cheese. There's some cheddar in here. There's some jack in here. It's just shredded cheese in this bowl. And what I'm gonna add to it might surprise you, right? So this right here in this little, do you see this little Epicure bowl? These are our little 1-cup bowls. They're perfect for, you know, doing your mise en place. They're perfect for, you know, just storing things in the refrigerator like that pudding we're about to make. You can make little individual portions for the kids and pop the top on these and just put them in the refrigerator. They can grab and go. And I know that's what's gonna happen all summer long. All summer long, the kids are gonna be in and out of the refrigerator, right? So what I'm gonna do is, this is ranch dressing. This is actually a powdered form of ranch. It's got tons of herbs and spices in there. All of the things that we're used to from ranch, right? Dill and, you know, some other herbs, and it's got garlic and onion powder, all the things. You can't have buffalo chicken without ranch. Now, this is my recipe, not necessarily Epicure's recipe, but we have to add ranch to this chicken. So I'm gonna actually add a tablespoon. I say ranch and he comes running. He loves ranch, so do I. So we're gonna add a tablespoon of this ranch seasoning to the cheese. I know, surprising, but you're gonna get that ranch flavor all throughout this entire lasagna. It's going to be amazing. And so when that sauce gets done, we are then going to start layering this lasagna for you. Now, I'm excited about it because we are using our Epicure steamer. This steamer does all the things. If you book a cooking class with me, this is probably going to be the thing that you use as your half price item. Almost all of my hosts likes to get this steamer as their half priced item. Why? Because it does all the things. You can roast a whole chicken in here in the microwave, less than 12 minutes. I know, yes. But you can roast a chicken in here. We're gonna do the lasagna in here. You can actually boil pasta in here. You can make rice in here. There's so many things that you can do in this silicone steamer in the microwave. And so we're gonna layer our lasagna layers in this steamer right here, right now. So first things first, we're gonna have to put some sauce down on the bottom. Robert, if you will bring your sauce when you get done. I believe there's some lemon juice that needs to go in there. Oh my gosh, it already smells so good. It already smells so good. Oh, you already have a half a lemon. Awesome. We are going to do this. So I'm using lasagna sheets today. You can actually use the little curvy ones if you like, but I like the straight cut lasagna sheets because they bake up nice and clean and they look amazing when you plate. So we're going to use these. I think the recipe is probably going to call for about 12. There may be 12 or 14 in here. And then we're just going to layer. We're going to put a layer of sauce on the bottom. You always want to sauce the bottom of your pan first. Why? Because that layer of lasagna on the bottom is going to cook up into that sauce. So you won't have any dry layers at all. So even when you're doing your lasagna at home, make sure you put sauce in the bottom of your steamer first. Now, like I said, this is going to be buffalo. So I've got about a 1/3 cup of buffalo sauce that I'm adding in here. Now, I don't like things very hot. Somebody else is probably gonna say, hey, add more Franks to that. Add a little bit more hot sauce to that. We could probably use a little bit more hot sauce, you think? If it's too spicy, he's gonna have to eat the whole thing. He's gonna have to eat the whole thing. You wanna add? Go ahead with about maybe another 1/3 cup. Okay, perfect. Good, good, good. Hopefully it won't be too spicy. So now our sauce is ready. And what we're gonna do is just go ahead and layer some in the very bottom of the steamer. I like these pourable Pyrex dishes because it allows us to pour evenly. So I'm gonna layer these lasagna sheets, just 2 of them. And then I need a spoon. I'm gonna put this chicken right in there, just like that. Perfect. Perfect. Robert's gonna show you what's happening here in the pan. So I'm gonna put the chicken in there just like that. I'm gonna put some cheese with all that ranch flavoring right on top. Yum. And we'll add just a little bit more sauce. Gosh, it smells so good.
It does.
It smells amazing. Okay, and then we're going to do the second layer, and we're just gonna layer this. Until we run out of ingredients. And it's got all the things that you would think about when you think of, you know, buffalo chicken. You think of like wings. It's got that spicy sauce. It's got the ranch in there. We've got some cheese. It's not blue cheese. I'm not a fan of blue cheese. But you've got cheese. You've got the celery. Everything that would be in your typical pub fare is going into this lasagna. So I'm gonna put some sauce around the sides here. We wanna make sure that those lasagna noodles cook up really well. And then we're gonna do another layer. And we're just gonna keep layering again until we run out of ingredients, which this probably will be the last one. It smells so good.
Really good.
It smells so good. This will be something fun, like for a potluck, if you were having family over at your apartment or your house and you wanted to do something that was really good for them, this would be the thing to do. So we're gonna actually put 2 more on here, and then I'm gonna cover it with sauce, and we're gonna cover this lasagna with cheese and get it into the microwave. Yum. Oh, that smells so delicious. And just pour all that sauce in there, because what that's gonna do is help those lasagna noodles to cook up really well. And then we'll just top it with the rest of the cheese. Yeah, let's do some more cheese. If you'll grab the rest of the mozzarella, that would be great. We both like things saucy and cheesy. Get all that ranch dressing. We have some more mozz here. This is a full fat mozz. I actually like a full fat mozz. Nice. Okay. And so now this goes in the microwave. Can you believe it? It goes in the microwave for about 14 minutes or so. And usually with a lasagna, it takes 45 minutes, sometimes even an hour in the oven. But this is gonna go in the microwave for 14 to 15 minutes until it cooks. And you're gonna be surprised at how amazing it looks. Thank you. And we're gonna go with 14 minutes. And we're gonna let that go, and it is gonna come out perfectly. You'll be surprised again how easy this is. That lasagna will probably feed 4, maybe 6 if you have small eaters, if you got littles in the house. So that lasagna will feed a family of 4 to 6 very easily in 15 minutes. And so now I am going to slice up some scallion, because as I always tell you, in this house, we love scallion. And so we're probably gonna put this over the top as decoration. We won't be able to cut the lasagna today because it takes another 5 minutes, 10 minutes or so to set, so that you don't pull all of your cheese. So if you are making lasagna at home, do not cut it as soon as it comes out of the oven. Give it about 15 minutes to set so that you don't cut it and stretch all of your cheese and pull your cheese from between the layers. So I will, if you're following me on Facebook, post a beautiful picture of what the end result looks like once it's been cut. So make sure, if you are on YouTube, you are following me at Lavondalyn on Facebook, or you are actually on cookwithcoach.com, because I will post it there as well. So the scallion is ready, and what we're going to do quickly is just make some chocolate pudding for you. Now, what is dinner without dessert, right? I love the fact that Epicure allows us to not only make fantastic meals for our family, but to include dessert as well. Sometimes we say no to dessert because, it's high fat and it's got a lot of sugar in it. Our desserts are not like that. Again, everything in this Epicure collection is low sodium and low sugar. And there are often times where there's a replacement for a healthier sugar, like a coconut sugar that's lower on the glycemic index and won't spike your blood sugar levels. So I just kind of want to quickly share some of these meal solutions with you, including those that we have for dessert. So this is the buttered chicken solution. Now, if you're anything like me and you love Indian food or any kind of eccentric or eclectic food, I love foods from all over the world. And so this buttered chicken is a huge one in my book. When I went vegetarian, I didn't think that I would ever be able to eat buttered chicken again. And so I'm very excited that I still can. And so this is an easy meal solution. This is also the speedy lasagna. Now, we could have used this one today, but this is going to give you that Italian flavor, that authentic classic lasagna that you're used to, right? And so this is the lasagna meal solution. And then you only have to have a few things on hand to make these solutions. Just a few things in your pantry or in your refrigerator. It doesn't even require a whole lot of ingredients. We also have beef and broccoli. If you've got some beef in the freezer, you can pull it out and thaw it throughout the day so that when you get home, you can slice it up really thin, add some broccoli to it along with this sauce and serve it over rice. It's fantastic. Now, for those of you who are on a very light menu because you're trying to lose weight or you're trying to, eat healthy, or maybe it's the middle of your day and you don't want anything heavy, we have these crispy and crunchy lettuce wraps. So you can just saute your ground meat, ground pork, ground beef if you want, ground chicken even, along with these seasonings and some veggies, and actually put it inside of your lettuce wraps. So for those who are keto, that are not doing a lot of carbs, this is actually perfect for you, and they're super flavorful and tasty. Now, like I said, we have desserts as well. This is a chocolate mud pie. I wish you can really see this. Look at that crust. Oh my goodness. That's got all kinds of blueberries and blackberries on top, but you can dress it however you choose. If the kiddos love chocolate, this is a good one for them. Again, it is not loaded with any artificial dyes, any artificial flavorings, no additives or preservatives. It actually is all whole foods. I'm going to actually read to you what's in the ingredients. It's organic coconut palm sugar. Again, a sugar that is lower on the glycemic index, much better for you than any table sugar you could ever find. It has organic cocoa powder, agar, sea salt, and coffee powder. And that's it. That is it. So all good ingredients, good and good for you. I absolutely love these Epicure meal solutions. This is going to be perfect for your family, and you can get them on the table in 20 minutes or less. Isn't that awesome? All right, so let's see what Robert has got going on back here. And he is making some chocolate pudding. Babes, what are you whipping up? I hear the whisk going. Awesome, that looks so good. Oh, so you chose not to even use the processor. And that's a good thing. I had actually pulled out the Vitamix for him to make it in the Vitamix, but you could do this by hand. He's got muscles. He's pretty strong. So he just decided to whip it up. And actually on the back of the recipe, it tells you that you could whip it, or you could use a hand mixer. You can put it in your food processor. You can put it in your blender. You can do whatever is necessary to whip air into. And I wish you could see how beautiful this pudding looks. We're gonna actually put it in a bowl so that you can see how pretty it is. Do we have a smaller little glass bowl? Yes, that will, no, that will work, absolutely. I want you to see how thick, look at how thick that pudding is. And he literally whisked this by hand. Amazing. So if the kids want a snack in the afternoon, you've got a nice little bowl of chocolate pudding here. You can put some chocolate chips on top. You can, you know, like actually put some shredded coconut on top, put some fresh fruit on top. If you have whipped cream on hand, you can put some whipped cream on top and top it with some chocolate shavings. You can do all the things. I love chocolate and orange together. So some mandarin orange on top would be delicious. Listen, have fun, get creative. Whatever's in your refrigerator, in your pantry, use it. Listen, you can add a little bit of coffee to this. And he added chocolate syrup, he said. See, I didn't see him sneak that in. But you can add chocolate syrup, you can add coffee, you can add caramel, whatever your little heart desires. And again, it is a good and healthy snack for you and for your kiddos. And so let's see what's happening with this lasagna. I cannot wait to show it to you. Okay, so are you ready for the big reveal? Are you ready for the big reveal? 14 minutes in the microwave, and I know you can still see the steam. It's very, very hot. And this is what it looks like. Amazing. Look at all that cheese. Look at how thick that is. I could see the chunks of chicken in there. You probably can't see it. Look at his face. He's ready. He is ready to cut it. And so what I'm going to do is like just put some scallion over the top. Because again, in this house, we love scallion. And again, you've got a beautiful lasagna that you could plate up. If you wanted to, you could take a little bit more of that ranch seasoning and just sprinkle it a little bit over the top so that when you cut it and plate it, it will look beautiful for you and for your family. We love these Epicure meal solutions. I'm telling you, I think my favorite is probably the pad thai, although we had the General Tao the other day on top of rice with chicken. It was fantastic. So that might be a close second. Babes, what would you say is your favorite out of all?
My favorite would be General Tao's chicken, and a close second coming in with the chicken fried rice.
The chicken fried, we eat that one a lot. He likes the chicken fried rice. So there are so many different solutions for you and for your family, for the different tastes that you might have, the different allergens that you might have to work around, you know, all of the different, you know, diets like it is in our household. Obviously I'm vegetarian, so we kind of have to work around and remix sometimes, but these solutions allow you to do that. So I hope that you will try them. If you are watching on YouTube, I will be sure to put the link to order in the YouTube description along with the website if you just want to browse. If you are on cookwithcoach.com, thank you so much for following my vlog. There's also a link on the very first page for you to order some of these solutions and try them for your family. If you remix them, let me know what you make because I may want to actually do that in my kitchen. And if you want to get paid to cook, I was so excited to see a direct deposit today. If you want to get paid to cook, definitely send me a message. I would love to have you on my team. I would love to teach you how to take dinner, make it, and be paid for it. That's a good deal, right? Yeah, I think that's a good deal. Thank you so much for joining us here at cookwithcoach.com. We hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you in a few days with yet another recipe from my kitchen. Take good care. Have a good day. Bye.